Hey Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. I don't know what's going on with the last live I tried to start, but I tried to start a live. It kept spinning and spinning and spinning. So I said, okay, well, maybe that's the spin that we're going to get so we won't have to do a part two. Thank you so much for all the support. I really do appreciate y'all. We're going to ring the bell. We're going to clear out this energy and we're going to see what the message the Spirit has for us. Hey, Queen J. Hey, J Mike. Red Violet should be here any second because she was on the last one I tried to start. But I let her know it was already spinning. So let's ring the bell. Sometimes our work is never done. Seriously. It's like I feel the sense of getting prepared for battle. Not that we want to, we don't like to. We definitely don't want to, but I feel it coming. It's somebody who doesn't know who you are, though. Hey, Shaylin. They don't know who you are, but they're about to find out. Bottom of the deck, the Nine of Swords. This is somebody who's, you know what? This is somebody who doesn't realize they put their foot in it yet. But they're about to find out that they put their foot in it, and they're going to be so sad when they find out, because right now they're kind of doing something and they're not really sure how you're going to respond or react, but they have an idea. You're going to come out swinging. One thing about you, you're not afraid to stand up for yourself. You're not afraid to speak for yourself. See, somebody wanted to try and do some little action and kind of keep you stuck. Like they was trying to do something, finesse or finagle something to kind of keep you stuck, but it's not going to work. Mm-mm. They wanted to bring pain to your joy. You know, they don't like that you're happy. They don't like that you're independent. They don't like that they can't control your joy. So that's what they want to do, is they want to try and mess up that joy. But we already know what happens. Every time somebody tries to come for us without us sending for them, when they leave, they walk back limping. They walk back holding their ass in their own hand. What's the message, Spirit? Somebody don't believe. See, the thing is, it's like they feel like they have more clout than you. They feel like whatever they have to say is going to hold more weight than yours. Could be somebody that you work for. This could be at work. This could be your boss. Someone feels like they have more weight than you. Their word is the final word. You're not going to overdo. You're not going to be above me. But see, this is somebody who doesn't see that, you know what? You're already your own boss. And look at you. Look at you. You're an emperor. And who is this? Okay? So this person don't see that you got all that and then some. All right? I'm telling you, you are sensing something, how somebody's going to try and have you out in the cold. I'm telling you, this could be somebody at work who's trying to tend to sword you. They need to think again. They should think long and they should think hard. If they don't think hard, they should think long. Because that's not the best idea. See, they don't know that you have already been through the battle. That's why you can stand strong on your own. They don't know that them trying to cause chaos and trying to bring burdens to you is going to go against them. That wheel of fortune is turning away from them. See, Someone, hey, Red Violet, you made over here, girl, that was spinning on the other side. See, they didn't think that you had. They thought that they could get the last say. They thought that whatever they put down or whatever they said was going to be it. It was going to be it. But you wouldn't be able to protect yourself. But you know what? You can give as good as you can get. There's something that somebody don't see that you've been doing behind the scenes. They don't know that you've been gathering information. They don't know that you've been jotting down notes. They don't know this. Also, they don't know what else is in store. I feel like Spirit has something special for you. Yes, Spirit has something really special for you. Because this is what you deserve. You are the star. See, when they try to discount you, when they don't want to call on you, they don't want to give you the time that you deserve, you know it's not you. We've already talked about it. We've already figured that out. It's them. Hey, Debbie. It is them. Yeah. See, someone thinks that they're going to bring something to you, but they don't know. They are going to bring something to you, but they don't know that what you got for them it is just as much of what they got. Okay, you bringing something back to them. Someone don't realize who you are, and you're doing it with love. You're doing it with love. You're doing it with kindness because you're the empress. No hard feelings. Don't even worry about it. Nothing personal. That's what I can hear you saying. Don't even worry about it. Nothing personal. Yeah, somebody at work, this could be your boss at work. They think that they can bring this to you and you're not going to do anything. You about to protect yourself. Trust me, you are a warrior if nothing else. They don't realize who you are. What's the message? Hey, James and Biscuit, how are you? Yes, love is always the best way to go. Always. But sometimes people, they want to disguise something as love when it's really not. Just like that song, Smiling Faces. You know, and sometimes, you know what? Sometimes you can't just be sitting there just, oh, let me do this out of love. No, sometimes you got to give them just like they give to you. Sometimes you have to let that dark energy pop out just so they can see that you got it. See, this is somebody who it's like when I feel like this is somebody that when they're talking to you, they try to talk to you like, oh yes, oh, I hate to da 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 da, but really they don't. This is somebody I feel like can be very cutting with you. It's almost like wanting to appear sweet and, oh, I hate to have to do this, but doing this shit anyway. You know what I'm saying? What's the message? What is the message? Yeah, they don't see. Someone is going to you're going to have to make a move. You're going to make a move, and when you make this move, you're about to be victorious. Seriously. I don't know why I'm hearing All Eyes on Me by Tupac. You about to make a move, and when you do, things are going to be victorious. You're going to receive some really good information. You're going to get a good message, about how you've been chosen for something. And yeah, they can't stop you. Seriously, because this is something that maybe is a position that may be competitive or something like that. If this is a job, this is something that maybe you had to compete for, you had to apply for. This is something that, maybe you traveled for, or you completed a cycle. You completed a cycle from what else was going on. Like, let's just say this is about a job. You completed a cycle from somebody trying to bring grief to you or get you caught up in some shit because they feel a certain way about themselves. But see, justice always levels the scales. You're going to get justice, and this person is going to get themselves caught the fuck up for coming for you. For coming for you. This person, I feel like, was trying to come for your job, but they're going to find out that what you got to say turns that entire situation upside down, inside out. Whatever you got to say ends Miss Little Polly P. Nanny's little program there. Oh, I hate to do this, but I'm going to do it. Yeah, bitch. Do it. I want you to. You're going to look cool doing it. You're going to look real cool doing it. So somebody, they don't know you. They don't know you. They don't know that you got the patience of Job, baby. That you will sit there and you will wait. I mean, you taught an alligator how to wait for its food, okay? You taught an alligator how to wait for its food, and only for you to end up getting a leadership position in the wheel of fortune turning in your favor. So while somebody thought that they was bossing you, only to find out that you will now be bossing them. I'm telling you, it has to do with some, a new position, a new company, being looked at as the star and getting the raise behind it. Let me tell you something. Getting some good money, being paid what you are worth. Hey, it's just Robbie. Hey, Addie, how are you? Oh, okay. It's just Robbie. Everything is going to work out for you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Judgment's going to go in your favor. Judgment is going in your favor. The reason the judgment is going in your favor is because you know what? It's like somebody was trying to hold back. Somebody was trying to, hold back uh, opportunities for you. They were trying to hold back opportunities for you, but they didn't know that you could see it. Honey, you got that little bird right there, and that bird is telling you everything. They don't know how spiritually protected and spiritually connected you actually are. They don't know how strong your connection with spirit is. So they think it's a little bird, but baby, that is the sparrow that they should have been keeping their eye on. Okay? Telling you, you handling with love. Yes, you handling all this with love. Especially whenever you get to let them know that shit didn't work out. Especially when you see that confused look on their face, like, huh? What? That way you can show them who you are. Baby, I'm a warrior. You didn't know that? You couldn't tell? See, somebody, they're not expecting this they're not expecting shit for them to turn around at work. They not expecting shit to turn around at work. Where somebody was working on their side, once you say whatever the fuck you got to say, somebody gonna be like, hold up. What? I did not know that. Then all of a sudden the celebration's gonna be over. Then all of a sudden it's not gonna be so much fun and games. Then all of a sudden I feel like they celebrated too fucking soon. Well, that's too fucking bad, ain't it? Yes. Somebody was going to try and strike you down. They was going to try and strike you down. They was going to try and write you up. They was going to try and do what it could do to try and get you in that position to get you to fuck up out the door. Only to find out that you received some really good communication, an invitation. Whether that's a new position, something that you love, something that you are good at, something that you excel at. But then this person gets to see you walk the fuck away, and they're gonna try and find out where you're going. They're gonna try and find out where you're going because they think they're gonna be so sneaky to maybe, hey, find out where they going. Uh, Find out. Go up and ask J Mike where his new job at. Toya, ask J Mike. You know, but that's not gonna happen because you already see how somebody's trying to move. You already see that the other person is a hidden enemy and it's going to fuck them up because they're not going to know nothing. All you know is you leaving that burning ship, going to a brand new life. That's all they need to worry about. And they pissed because they wanted to affect your stability. That is too damn bad. Hey, Tyreek. Courtney. Yeah, that's too damn bad. Yeah, this could have to do with something at work or somebody at work. Somebody who was trying to affect your Skrilla. But you know what? You had a plan. It's like you writing a letter or something. You doing something. You're putting some good energy in there because this is the Page of Cups. You just starting something, and you know what? It's like you remember when you had to go through this before and you knew exactly what it was. You knew, the truth of the situation. You kind of remember this situation before. Almost like it's a deja vu, but with different people. They just don't know who the fuck you are. They just don't know what you about. They just don't know they putting their foot in it. Okay? And lickety split, just like that, here you are. It's like you created a whole new position, a whole new something. And you was like, oh, okay, here, let me do you a favor. Let me undo my pants, pull them down that way you can kiss the, you know. It's like somebody, I don't know if this is somebody at work. I'm feeling like it's at work. But yeah, somebody don't know that's, you know how to protect yourself. You've been doing this for a while. Oh, yes. And you saw them coming. You was getting ready for battle. You felt the battle rumbling. You felt it rumbling. And you knew what they was coming for. They was coming for your money. But you also knew they wasn't going to get too far. Another thing that they didn't know, not only are you a warrior, but you're also an earth angel. So they fucked themselves, didn't they? Didn't they? Oh well. They'll learn next time. They'll learn better next time, right? Next time they'll know maybe I shouldn't, because I don't know who this person is, especially if somebody ain't really doing nothing to me. Because you wasn't really doing anything to them. You was just minding your own business. But somebody wanted to come and bully you. They wanted to see if they could put an end to you and your financial situation. They just didn't see it was going to go the opposite way. It was going to put an end to them. They can mess around if they want to. You don't have a problem. You don't have a problem. And that's the whole problem. If you had a problem, then it would be justified. But you don't have, that's their problem. That's them. Mm-mm-mm. You're happy-go-lucky. That is them that got the problem. You were happy-go-lucky, and they just knew that they was going to be able to ruin your happiness. They was going to be able to steal your joy. That they was going to be able to knock you down a peg or two. That's what they wanted, was to knock you down a peg or two. But see, like I said, when you come with this information, and you're going to sound just as sweet, but you're going to sound fierce. And they're going to know you're not the one to be messed with. You're going to call them sweet. You say what you got to say. By the time you finish saying what you got to say, they're going to know you probably not the best one to mess with. What's the message? Mm-hmm. You stand by yourself for a reason. You independent for a reason. You don't go around, you don't do this, you're not into that, you don't try and be all that for a reason. Hey, Marcia. Anything else, Spirit, from this deck? Yeah, whatever they're going to try, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Or if they try and do something at the job, shit is not going to work. They're going to find out. And see, this is somebody who could have been trying to do this for a while, or they've been doing this for a while. But they're going to find out this time, that shit don't even add up. It didn't add up because you saw them coming. You saw them down the street, around the corner, past the bend, over the hill, under the overpass, beyond the tunnel coming. And you knew exactly what to do. And you did it. Okay? Not only did you walk away, but you battled. You protected yourself. You stood up for what was right. And that's why you were the chosen one. That's why you the star. Somebody thought that they was going to be able to break your heart. No, baby. All they did was just jump to their demise. That was it. That was it. And now this person is looking at their money like, well, damn, what just happened? What just happened? What just happened is somebody brought some receipts and they told the truth to shame the devil. Somebody knew they needed to swiftly take up for themselves against somebody who was trying to bring a mob. Somebody else knew, and somebody knew that they had new beginnings. They wasn't stuck. So see, somebody thought that you felt like you was stuck. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope. You moving around, baby. You about to move around. Yes, and you getting justice. Justice is yours. Bottom of the deck. Need I say any more? This is what you got. That great fortune energy. They don't know who you are. They don't know how blessed you are. This is you being blessed. This is you being so fortunate, so blessed. You know, what they said, God's favorite child. That's you. And you're about to get some unexpected income. Okay? I feel like you're about to get a position because you going on down the road. You going on down the road and somebody tell you, well, if they trying to make you feel not welcome, God said, do it. Do it. Because I'm a send him or her where they are welcome. And let me tell you something. Somebody judgment was made in somebody's favor. Okay? When somebody else said you wasn't welcome here, Spirit said, let me take you on down the road to where you are welcome. Now this person at work is like, oh, damn it. Why did I do that? Why did I act like that? Why did I do this? Why did that? Because they got a message that you were somebody else, a different company or whatever. And they also got a message that not only are you in your Skrilla, not only did you get a big raise, but you like a somebody big in the company. It's like, you know what, you came in and you network with the right person, or you worked under the right person, or you talked to the right person, or hired with the right person. And the thing was, it was like before you knew it, God was moving you up. God was moving you up because you worked hard. You were a person of integrity. You are a hard worker. You know, you don't sit there and try and get out of nothing. You sit there if there's 20 steps, you don't try and cut out one step or two steps. You do all 20 steps. In fact, you try and find ways to improve those steps. So yes, somebody, they expect you to be of high honor because of who you are. Now, this other person, I feel like this other person was a mere child compared to you, baby. A mere child compared to you. But let me tell you about that little child, or that person, the way that they thought that was childlike. They upset. They upset. Their little baby, their little plan that they had that they was gonna do, how they was gonna get you. Wah, wah, wah. Is that the sound that it makes? Yes. They realizing that, you know what? Not only are you a mature woman, because you could be older. I'm older. You know? Hell, most of us are older on this channel. But you, not only was you a mature woman, but you was also a privileged lady. Like I said, someone didn't realize you very fortunate. Very fortunate. But I tell you what, this one recognizes it. That's why somebody said, no, 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 I want you on the team. I want you working for this company. I want you here. I want you this. I want you that. Because this person has ideas for you. They have secret plans for you. And they don't want you just to be there in this first position. They want you to grow in the company. They want you to grow. Now, this other person that came against you for no reason, just because they was feeling bullyish, like they need to go out and try and attack somebody, like they're trying to dominate somebody. This main female, well, her past started surfacing. Her claim to fame started coming out. What she always did started coming out. Okay, how she was stealing people, like their joy, their energy. How she trying to have somebody get fired from their job. And so that's when she gets written up. That's when she gets on lockdown. That's when she gets on some type of whatever they do. Yes. In fact, I feel like somebody even has the opportunity, you can take this person to court. I feel like, what, this could even be one of those things of discrimination. You could take that person to court. Okay. So yeah, something about this this new position at a new company or new job is truly a gift. You know what, you very well may meet a mate there if you're not already with a mate. But now somebody who thought that they was going to get you, they ain't getting you. They in despair that they even tried to go there. They're in despair that they even tried to go there with the company that they've been working for a while. So now all of a sudden, in the not too distant future, somebody's not going to have that much money. They're going to be out in poverty because, you know what? They see they should have been concerned by trying to end you. They couldn't end you because all you did was leave. What's the message, Spirit? They couldn't end you. They should have just They would have been better off trying to end themselves. Because basically, anytime somebody try and come after us, this collective, because we chose it. Anytime somebody trying to come up after us, oh, they get their ass handed to them on a stick. On a stick. Is Demeter's on? Yes, she is. Because I did a reading for her. I know it's probably like last year, the year before, something. But when people try and fuck with her, oh, when they finally come to, they like, what the fuck was I thinking? I done lost it all. I done lost everything. You talk about mayhem? Oh, mayhem was like, oh, you trying to fuck around with Demeter, huh? I got something for you. I got something for you. Stay right there. Let me go get my trunk. Stay right there. I'm telling you, anytime somebody try to mess with us, that's their ass. That is their ass. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? Anything from this deck? Here it is. Yes. Somebody got themselves in a pickle. In a pickle. You know, they should have been trying to work with you, but instead they want to send you this message. But the message you knew was a lie. You knew it was a lie. You knew it was a lie. You knew it was something they was trying to put on you, because they got this secret relationship with somebody else at the job or something like that, you know, and they even expecting, they hoping and they expecting you to leave. But what they don't realize is when you do leave, you taking this with you. What they don't realize is when you do leave, in the not too distant future, they may be leaving too. Because like I said, they didn't realize who you was. To them, you just look like an older person. To them, you just look like a mature woman or a mature man. But they didn't realize you was here on a purpose. You were a spiritual constable, a spiritual police, something. They didn't realize, and they wonder why they didn't recognize how much honor you have. That, you know, because of your integrity alone. Just because of your integrity alone, this person is in despair that they didn't recognize that when it was right in front of their face. They're concerned. They're really concerned when you tell them whatever the fuck it is that you got to say about your concerns. So see, they had an opportunity to share theirs. And you're going to have your opportunity to share yours. But like I said, with yours, you could take them to court. Mm. 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 So therein lies a difference. Lightworker William, hello. Hello. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody is very concerned. Tyreek, did I say hello to you? No, I didn't do the roll call yet. I'm still writing names down. So you did not miss the roll call. But you know what? I'm gonna do the roll call. Actually, I'm gonna do the roll call later this evening. We're gonna do that. All right. What's the message? Something about these lies that this false person has said are coming out. That's why they're about to be in poverty. These lies are coming out. That's why they're about to be in poverty. But they wanted it to be you. But it wasn't going to be you, because guess what? Somebody saw how hard you work. Somebody saw what you produce. And I'm telling you, they want to get with you so that y'all can start your own little thing, or this new, a new position, something that would signify newness. Yeah, so you have a new pathway for a new position. I'm telling you, You're going to be paid handsomely for this. This is going to be some unexpected income. You're going to be like, wait, you said it pays how much? Uh, did you need me to start right now, or did you want me to wait until the morning? Because I can start right now. Fuck that place. Fuck that place. I can start right now. In fact, let me call that place and be like, I ain't coming back. I don't give a shit what y'all do. Y'all whatever. What's the message? What is the message? Yes. Somebody worked hard. They worked hard. It's almost like, because we have now, the child is separate from this couple. Okay. So whatever they was working hard on, your baby, you know, or this new brand new start, something that's starting off new, that's what's going to bring you the money that you need. You know, that's what is going to bring you the money that you need. And somebody thought that was going to bring them some money, some unexpected money. But they just don't know you got the secret weapon. What's the message, Spirit? Ooh, and it's 5:55 on the clock. Arizona time. Yeah. Is that change? What does 5:55 mean? I'm going to look that up. 555. I know 5 signify change. And maybe since it's 3 5s, triple trinity? What's the message, Spirit? Yes. Okay, so somebody's going to be getting the message at work. But I want you to expect this message. I want you to expect this message because it's coming from the same person, that thief. So don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it. You know the message is coming. You just know that it's time for you to be on your path, to be on your way, to take your kickball and your Jackson balls and go on home and let them find their own way. Okay? Because you wasn't there for a lifetime. You was only there because Spirit said somebody in that place needs to learn a lesson. Unfortunately, we don't like it because we are the ones that bring in the lesson, and we don't try because we're very loving. But it's our love. It's that light within. That's what irritates those demons. And when those demons get irritated, you don't have to do anything because they're coming up after you. Bottom of the deck. If there's nothing else you got clarity. There's nothing else you know the truth. Mm-hmm. And this person at work, deceptive like a motherfucker. I told you, somebody turned like, oh, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But they do the dirty shit. They do this dirty shit to you all the fucking time. I can't make this up. That's why you was like, you know what? You do what you got to do, boo, because I'm out of here. But you're not even telling them. You want it to be a secret, just like they like to be a secret. They want to surprise you. Oh, we like surprises, especially when we're giving them, don't we? We love to give some surprises. So yeah, we're just going to continue to be compassionate. We're going to continue to work, do our thing, but we already know, baby, we are investing in somewhere else, someone else. I'm looking for a new love, baby, a new love. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know I cannot sing, baby, cannot sing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, because it's time. It's time for you to leave this place. And whenever they say escape, yes, that was the perfect word. Escape. So you can go be fulfilled and be where somebody wants you to be there. They want you there. This is a place where, you know what, everything is getting ready to be turn it around for you. Everything is going to be great. You're going to love it because judgment was made. And you was curious enough, just to say, you know what, let me go ahead, and start doing something else. Let me go ahead and start looking for something else because I can see now these motherfuckers is acting crazy. Every time, and I don't do nothing, but every time somebody want to come for me, you already know what's going on at work. You've already discerned it. You already know what's going on at work. And see, this maybe the person who's over you or this old company, they think that you just gonna stay there. You just gonna stay there and you're gonna be confused and trying to figure out what the fuck you need to do. No, baby. Mm-mm. I know how to protect myself and I know how to lead the whole situation. Yeah, it's like you making plans. You making plans to move around, but you're not telling them about it. Exactly how it should be. You're making plans to move the fuck around, but you're not telling their greasy asses about it. And that's justice, exactly what they deserve. And leave them there with that conflict. They thought they was getting you. Mm-mm. All they did was get themselves. And that was it. That was it. Somebody was trying to help you lose your job. Okay? And you said, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go. But remember these 10 swords because you will be seeing them again. Yes, and then they celebrated with these 10 wands. They celebrated thinking that they beat you down to the point where you had to leave. But they didn't realize they didn't beat anything. They didn't realize how strong you were. They didn't realize how intelligent you were, how much, what is the word I'm looking for? Weight you have behind your words. That's what they didn't realize. Then they realized it afterwards because then they started going through a hardship, and it's because of that decision that they made against you. But see, it was funny when they was doing it. It was fun when they was doing it because they was thinking about somebody else. That's the problem. They got you mixed up with Becky with the good hair. First of all, you don't even have the B in your name. First, middle, or last. Secondly, that's not even your name. Third, you don't know who the fuck that was, but you know that ain't you. You know that person don't live have your address. So that's where they messed up because you getting victory because you acted swiftly. You knew what time it was, and so now who gets to celebrate? You get to celebrate, and not too soon. At just the right time. What's the message, Spirit? Ooh, major impending life changes. Thank you, J. Mike. What else? Yes. I don't know. Somebody thought that they was going to bring you a tower moment. They thought that they was going to be able to bring you a tower moment at the company that you work, and it was going to mess up your money or something like that. No, that's not what happened at all. That's not what happened at all. In fact, I feel like with this, they experienced the tower moment. Okay? They experienced this. Yes. These two came in reverse. They experienced a tower moment, and you're good. This is that six of coins, six of pentacles. They're giving and receiving. See, they put it out there. That's why they're getting it back. They put it out there that they wanted you to be without a job. That's why they getting it back. The whole time you was being very diplomatic, but the entire time you was doing actions behind the scene. Smart cookie. Speaking of cookies, I think I got some chocolate chip cookie dough in the freezer. I'm gonna make some cookies tonight. Just reminded me. Smart cookie. What's the message? Yeah, it's like, yes, it's like don't come for me. Don't try and ruin me without thinking that you're not taking yourself down. Please don't do that. I hate to hear people crying. I hate to see that. Because then at that point, when you came for me, I'm not even offering you, you know, a tissue or nothing. I'm not even going to offer you, some doodle street draws to wipe your nose. Nothing. Don't come for me. I'm telling you, somebody was trying to come for you. Instead of them trying to get along, they're trying to bring conflict to you. Don't do it. I'm not that one. You better go check somebody else out. You better go ask somebody, honey. You better ask somebody who the fuck I am. Fuck I am. See, these people they really fear you because you're so compassionate and they can't control you. That's why they're going to try and come after you. Hey, Natural and Urban. You remember Pinky Tuscadero? Okay, that's for you. Quick drop. Pinky Tuscadero. And you already know ain't nothing going to get in the way. You already had your game plan down. So you're just going to go ahead and do what you got to do. Look for something else. Something else that brings you passion. Yes. That way you can just go ahead and let this other shit go and rest. This is the Six of Swords and the Four of Swords. Yes, let that shit go. Don't even worry about that. You knew you was doing the right thing. And then let this person be sitting there trying to figure out why they were sitting here trying to tenor warns you. Let them explain that to their boss. Why the fuck they was trying to tenor warn you. Now somebody want to act like they have to be strong now because they don't feel strong. They don't feel strong at all, but they gotta be strong, especially. And they have to be diplomatic because they being questioned now. Somebody trying to figure out, wait, tell me one more time. I can't picture this because it don't sound right. It just don't sound like the truth. Tell me one more time how this happened again. Tell me one more time how this happened. Yeah, it's like, why did this person leave? This person was a valuable asset. Why did this person love their job? They, used to give the company all high remarks. Why did they leave again? Why did they say that about you and leave again? Tell me that. Because they ain't never said nothing bad about you until you started coming around or saying shit about them. So it's almost like, when you pull out that notebook, and you be like, listen, I've been taking notes. You see all these pages of notes? That's when they go, oh shit, we didn't know that she was that smart or he was that intelligent. We didn't know that they was up on it. Yes. The fuck you thought that you was? What the fuck you thought we was? Yeah, we not the dum-dums. We are not the dum-dums. That's what you get, stability. That's where you're going. It's stability with a new company. And baby, get ready. It's getting ready to happen quickly. You're going to have to be ready to cut the cord quickly, baby. Cut the cord quickly. All because you decided it was time for you. You knew that it was time for you to go ahead and look for something else whenever it came to your working life. I'm telling you, and it's like with this, you wasn't sure, but you know what? You didn't know exactly where you was going to land, but you knew you was going to have some victory. You didn't know exactly how things were going to shake out, but you knew you was going to have victory, especially because you was listening to your intuition. You know, especially when they came to this position, because somebody was trying to, cause you some pain and some loss. But that's not what's going to happen. Be careful of those graves that we dig for another. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, girl, I want to get it a little bit blonder. So, but because I can see that the color's starting to grow in. Thank you, though. I really appreciate it. What's the message? Natural Urban, thank you so much. What's the message? Yeah, somebody thought that they was going to be able to do you like it was nothing. Like they didn't see your battle wounds. They didn't see your scars. They didn't see how hard your hands look from beating down motherfuckers. Spiritually, of course. We don't get in fights like that. We too old. Our backs, our knees, our shoulders, our elbows, we got arthritis, bursitis, tendonitis, all the itises, shit like that. But spiritually, we can get down. We can get down for that crown. Don't mess with us spiritually. Yes. And you're going to be fine. You are going to be fine. It's like your life is not going to be topsy-turvy or nothing. You're going to be balanced the entire time. Just, you know what? You're going to be balanced. Just continue to go forward and, have faith, make sure that you just remain balanced. Just remain balanced. But someone's going to get the head boss. The head boss is going to be the one that gets this message. That's who's going to get this message. It's the head boss. And that's whenever the head boss is going to start creating something or it's going to start looking at something. They're going to start looking at something very closely, like noticing how somebody has all the tools that they need to create a certain situation, and it's going to come to the light, which is why this the wheel of fortune is turning away from somebody who was trying to come after you, because somebody got clarity and they knew because of their wisdom that they're going to have to shut this shit down for that person. They're going to have to shut it down for that person because they know or they don't know exactly what you have, exactly what you've been writing or recording or typing on them. So they're going to try and come to you and be like, hey, you know what? Let's just let all of this go. Let's just all inhale, exhale. Let's just let it go. We don't have to lose our heads because of this. Let's just, we can all come together and kumbaya. Give them the sweet spot gang sign. 2 of these and a healthy one of these. Because it's not going to be no kumbaya. They want you to allow them to bamboozle you for you to be thinking, well, maybe we could, only to find out that shit is going to be a fantasy. That's whenever the company will know that they get the victory over you, and they will get rid of you with the swiftness and the quickness. So no. Don't go back to your old neighborhoods. You don't move back to the old state. You don't go back to the old person. You don't go back. You don't start using, you don't reuse toilet paper, do you? So don't go back. Once you left, once that job let you know that it was time for you to go, salute them, give them that sweet spot gang sign, and hit that road. Yes, because honey, like I said, if you try to stay there, You try to stay there, they're going to try and create something so that they feel like, your happiness at your job and making money is in their hands and want you to be in fear. That's not you. That ain't you. That won't ever be you. And if it is, it shouldn't be you. Because you know that you'll have a fulfillment just by going by, having that curious mind, just by listening to what spirit is telling you to do. That's where you're going to get that judgment at. Mm-hmm. That way you can put an end to that old position and you can go to that new position. All because you decided to defend yourself and not put up with the fucking okie doke. So let them find out. Let that person find out. Don't tell them nothing. Just like they wanted you to find out the wrong way, the hard way, the slow way, the long way. Let them do it too. It's fun that way. They thought that you would like it. So, of course, they're going to like it too. Let's pull some from the stack. Let's see what the stack got to tell us. Something could be happening tomorrow. But you already know what you need to do. Assert the truth. Yes, because it's all about your life. Mm-hmm. Told you. I'm on the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm on the way up. Because the Holy Spirit is in the house, baby. What's the message? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they call themselves your friends, but you have a whole new understanding of the word friends. Especially since you see the fake in others. Especially until they're authentic, they won't see it in others. And you was born to lead. Remember that. You were born to lead. That's why you're in the position you are now. That's why we're here together. Okay? If we was followers, we'd all be watching some TV show right now, talking about some, I don't know. But we are here. We're leaders. We're born to lead. Yeah. Change is happening. Time to transform for the better. Time to grow. Change is healthy. Make positive changes. What's the message, Spirit? Something about the earth sign. Yeah. See somebody, ooh, and what is this? The Emperor? That could be that earth sign, right? Mm-hmm. Something about someone thinks that you're afraid of a little hard work. Baby, we ain't afraid of death. What you talking about, a little hard work? We've already dealt with the dark side. So they think that you're afraid of a little hard work. Shit, I done battled death a few times. Who the fuck you think I am? Why you think I got these scars on me? Something about somebody's 8th house. Death, sex, birth, and rebirth. Scorpio. Somebody that stole from you, that was trying to steal your job. They was focused on you because they know that you are one of the creator's favorite. Come from motherfucking. What's the message? What's the message? Something about an air sign. Their intellect. They're very smart. Real intelligent. They think, they said, they was acting like, they were saying that you was easily distracted, but you're not. They're being childish. You know that. And they say they love you, but they got these secrets. Like and then once you come back on them and let them know what you got, all them little notes that you got, that big ass book of dates, times, names, places, what the motherfuckers was wearing on that day, jewelry and all. Then they're gonna come with this victim mentality, trying to act like everything was an accident. Please forgive me. We can da 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 da. Mm-mm. No, I'm good because I see how you are. Once I see it, I can't unsee it. If I unsee it, that means I'm lying to myself. And one thing I'm not gonna do is lie to myself, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Because if I lie to you, that means I'm still lying to myself. Because that means I don't have enough courage to tell you the damn truth. So I'm not gonna lie to me or you. Consider that a gift. You were separated. They thought that you was alone. No, baby, you were separated. There's a difference. And then you're going about to realize what you put out is what you get back. Motherfuckers need to apologize. As loud as that disrespect. Look for that on Friday. See, they're going to try and kick something off on a Wednesday, but they're going to take that shit back on the fucking Friday. But you just need to stay in your higher self. Because they was already living in an altered reality. You saw that. You knew that when they came for you. You was like, damn. Are they living in an altered reality? Like, what the fuck is really going on with these people? Why are they acting so crazy? They don't realize who I am. I don't want to have to beat their ass, but I will. Spiritually speaking, of course. We too old to be out there doing anything else. But let me tell you something. Back in the day, Auntie, let me tell you, let me let you know, it was like the Wild Wild West. I wasn't afraid to get down. Now I'm just too old. Get out. Everybody be like, girl, don't forget about your back the other day. I'm like, I know. She be like, your back, your trick knee, the tennis elbow. Don't forget about all those. I'm like, I know. What's the message there? Yes. See, you studied the entire situation before you made your move because you knew that everything was not what it appeared. And you always cleanse your energy. In fact, if you got a smudge stick, cleanse your energy tonight. You know? Something about your solar plexus chakra. They want to affect your confidence. I'm telling you, somebody want to bring you down. They feel like you deserve to be taken down a peg or two. Well, let me let you know, the last person that tried to take me down a peg or two, I still don't think they was able to get up. I ain't have to lift a finger because after universe balanced that shit out, that person, ain't nobody heard from that person anymore. Something's going on with their teeth. Something is going on with this motherfucker's teeth. And guess what? We don't give a fuck. Not even a flying one. No kind of one. You know? Something about, yeah, the illusions that they was trying to cast are over. So you said what you needed to say, and now everything that you said started playing out. You know, you had to open up that throat chakra. You had to defend yourself. You had to say exactly what it was, what's in that book. And that way you can feel good that you had good intentions. You had good intentions throughout all of this. So don't feel bad. Whether this is uh whether this is like a group, whether this is a job, whether this is a person, whatever this is, when your intentions are pure, when you have a good heart, you're not trying to do nothing to hurt nobody. In fact, you're trying to do something to help somebody. and shit goes south, don't feel bad. Don't feel sad. You know, especially if they trying to bring, especially if they taking your kindness for a fucking weakness. Then you really don't feel bad. Because you know that if they doing it like that, that means they have nothing to offer emotionally. And if they have nothing to offer emotionally, give them back that in return. Nothing to offer emotionally. It's okay. You're gonna be fine. They're gonna be fine. See, and if somebody and don't let them think that they hurting your feelings. Mm-mm. Especially whenever you honest with them. Especially whenever you tell them exactly, maybe not exactly how you feel. Especially if it's a work situation, because you want to be able to leave that company instead of them telling you to leave right then. But you're gonna be honest with them. You're gonna let them know. Maybe not the words that you wanted. Maybe you should do an AI generated letter generator and read that shit just to make sure. Just to make sure. Especially if your mouth is like mine. Mm-mm. Put it in the AI communicator and let them tell you what to say. Mm-hmm. See, because you got a free spirit. You are not beholden to anyone. They can't bring you down. They can't make you cry. They can't do anything to scare you. That's somebody who think that they are out, that they think they're in control because they're out of control. That's somebody who has a sad home life, a fucked up home life, and they're not happy at home, so they want to come to work and try and fuck with you. That's somebody who don't know who you are. But when they start and when they figure out who you are, you have to ask them, wait, where you going? Where are you going? Baby, that game is just now getting started. You didn't know anything about this spiritual street justice. It's about to kick you in your ass. Hey, K Hypey, how are you? Yes, you should have asked somebody. Before you came for me, you should have asked somebody. And that's keeping it real. What's the message? What's the message? Because, honey, let me let you know, you are seen as legendary. They tried. They tried to send their best to mess with you. And their best is like looking like, hey, wait. We don't want no more of that. We don't need no more of that. What's the message? Yeah, they need to, they should have asked you what your spiritual rank was. You know, but I'm telling you, somebody they're not realizing. They should have asked what your spiritual rank was. Mm-hmm. See, now they wonder why you're a little guarded. I'm a little guarded because I can't trust your thieving ass. Fuck. But you already know what you got to do. You risking yourself. That way you can remain in peace, love, and light, baby. Yes, and you were their sacrifice. You were their sacrifice. But you need to pay attention to your strengths. Mm-hmm. What's the message? Anything else? Okay. Just like, because we don't like to go into battle unless we have to. And the only time we go into battle is because we have to, not because we wanted to. It was because somebody else did not know how to choose their battles. And the last card, they need to know. They need to know this today so they don't forget this ever. And they remember this shit tomorrow. To baby, when you live by the sword, you also gonna die by the sword. And the book is closed. Mm, mm, mm. Somebody thought that they was gonna do you. Nope. You can be done, but you ain't gonna do nobody over here. How about that? How about that? So, all right, y'all. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna try and come on. I gotta make myself something to eat, so I don't starve to death. I'm already small. I don't need to get any smaller. I mean, my arms are flabby, but I'm a small, flabby person. I don't need to get any smaller or any flabbier. So I'm getting ready to feed myself. I'm gonna try and Tyreek, I'm gonna try and come back this evening and do this roll call. So let me see. And plus, I needed to put down a couple of extra names. Where's my other book? I'm gonna get my extra names. All right. I got natural and urban. Hey, Carmia, how are you? Carmia Lufta Nation. Yes, okay. So I'm gonna put you in the roll call. Yay. And I have everyone else that I can see on here. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. I love y'all. I love y'all. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. And I hope to see you in a little bit. If I don't, it's only because I ate and I got the itis and I laid back and my eyes closed. And the next thing I knew, it was morning. But I'm going to try and come back. I love y'all. Good night. I mean, no. Not good night. See you in a minute. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know. Y'all know. See you in a minute.